Hello and welcome to my F1 25 driver career mode here today for part 43 for the penultimate round of the season here at Las Vegas, where we could wrap up the World Championship today if we outscore our teammate Charles Leclerc by 14 points. So we come into our first lap in qualifying towards the end of it, and we come up to the line, very long run to the line, round that kink, cross it, and that first lap is going to put us into P3. On our next lap we found a 10th through the really awkward chicane after the run down the strip, and we've actually lost time through that section of track as now we head down towards the final corner, and we're not going to improve on that lap, and we're going to start the race P5. So this is the grid then ahead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc is on pole alongside the Williams of Carlos Sainz. Then it's Albon and Kimi Antonelli. We are alongside the McLaren of Lando Norris. Then it's Verstappen and Yuki Tsunoda. Villeneuve and Piastri round out the top 10. Then it's Ocon and Sonny Hayes. George Russell and Colapinto. Gasly and Jack Doohan. Piers and Mika Hakkinen, Bortoletto and Liam Lawson, and on the final row of the grid is Nico Hulkenberg and Oliver Bearman. So as the cars make their way onto the grid now, then it's looking like a fairly easy one-stopper today and another crucial race in the championship. We're going to be starting on the mediums. We need to get to the front. If we finish on the podium today, we've got a chance of being world champion. If Leclerc is towards the bottom of the top 10, but he's on pole and he's going to be tough to beat. He's been very quick the second half of the season. We stopped his unbeaten run last time out in Brazil. We need another good race today. Will we end this race world champion? As it's lights out and away we go here at Vegas. We're already alongside the Mercedes, looking to go around the outside of Kimi Antonelli. I think we may have done it there. No, the Mercedes is just in front. That's going to swing back to our favour now as we go back down the inside for turn 2. Leclerc though has gone. He's left the two Williams who are battling now as we head down towards the spear section. They're side by side as we try to look for a way past. Antonelli's coming into pressure from the McLaren, and now can we find a way through here as the two Williams are side by side. As we go round the spear, we nearly hit the back of one of the Williams there, as now Albon has got his teammate Carlos Sainz for P2, and we've got a very good exit there in the slipstream. Go to the outside, the Williams of Sainz is on the soft, and we go sailing around the outside, get that job done, and now we're on the back of the other Williams, and we're side by side of him, heading down the Vegas Strip past all the famous landmarks, and we're up into P2 by the end of the straight, by the end of lap 1, and now we can get down the road after our teammate Charles Leclerc as we nearly put it in the barrier, but we were struggling to get the gap down and break into the DRS. The gap was staying around 1.5 seconds. Here onto lap 6, we absolutely left the two Williams for dust. We had great pace, looking for another 1-2 as we look to get the gap out further in the World Championship. As it stands, we will go into the final race at Abu Dhabi with a 5-point lead over Charles Leclerc. We can make it 17 points if we win this race, if the race continues to play out how it currently is. But we finally broke the DRS to Leclerc on lap 10. We're very close to him this time. We're going for a lunge down the inside at the end of the strip. There's contact with Leclerc. We've tapped his front wing. I think we've got away without a puncture, but we take the lead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix from our teammate Charles Leclerc. Now can we hold on? And we've absolutely left him. We're now some fair way up the road, 2 seconds we've pulled on him, as now we box at the end of lap 12 for our one and only stop of the day. Looking for a quick stop here as we go onto the hard tyre to get us to the end of this race. It's a great stop, 2.4 seconds as now we trundle down the pit lane. Hopefully the team have found us a lovely gap to come out in as we go over the pit exit line, and they have. We're in clean air, coming back out in P2 in the race as well, as at the end of lap 13 into the pits comes Charles Leclerc. Where is he going to come out relative to us? We've got that one lap of fresher tyres. Of course, we got to pit early because of being ahead as well. But where are we? We're already through. There we are. We're already going through turn 1. We've pulled out a big lead over him with that extra lap of fresh tyres. The gap now up to 2 seconds again. As now this is George Russell on lap 14, all on his own, going through the spear section, and he's lit it up and he's hit the barrier with his rear wing, and now he's sat in the middle of the track and he's been hit by the McLaren as well. And that is brought out a safety car that has completely changed the face of the race. We had a 3-second lead over Leclerc, and that may change the championship. So behind the safety car now, lap 13, the lead of course has been wiped out, and that may be another crucial part in our championship fight. With Leclerc, he's back on the back of us. There may have been some sort of damage to the barrier. The safety car seemed a bit extreme, but we're getting racing again on lap 18. Our tyres are very, very cold. We've done a rubbish job of keeping them alive during the safety car period. But now, when do we go? We don't want to give Leclerc any sort of chance of getting us into the first corner as the safety car goes off back into the pit lane. And now we are going to leave it to the last possible second as we get the hammer down and get racing again here in Vegas into turn 1. And we keep Leclerc behind. We've pulled out a little gap. We've caught him out there. Is he going to be under pressure from the Williams? But he's stuck with us. Lap 19 now. He's going for the lead. Leclerc is going to have us back here, and there's not much we can do about that, but we're still side by side. We're not giving up. Leclerc though is just down the inside of us. We're trying to hold it around the outside. We're still side by side. We need to keep him behind, and we have done. This is a crucial battle, but Leclerc's going to have us back here into the final corner. We hold it round the outside, and we just keep Leclerc behind still. Is he going to have a go at turn 1? No, he backs out of it. But Leclerc is very quick now. It's hard to break the DRS. The safety car has really put us under pressure here. Here comes Leclerc again on lap 20. This time though, he has the DRS, and this time there's not much we can do about that. Leclerc's going to take the lead from us. We're just about still staying alongside, draining the battery. Down the inside there we try and go, but Leclerc has got us round the outside and takes the lead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. And now we may be under pressure from the McLaren. Lando Norris has stuck with us now as Leclerc's pulled away slightly. Are we going to come under pressure? Lando goes to the outside. He thinks about it. He backs out of it. I hope he realises that we're not his fight today. He's got past both of the Williams, which is good for him. As now this is Sainz going for a move on the RB, but it's going to come to nothing because that Mercedes engine has gone bang in the back of that Williams. His day, or his night, is over here in Las Vegas. That's a big engine failure. He is dragging that car some way. There must be oil or something on the track. It's going to be very slippery through there now. But his day is over. He is out. And now lap 23 of 25. This is as close as we've got to Leclerc. We've swapped in the dummy. We're going to try and get him round the outside, but we can't, and Leclerc still keeps us behind. This is a critical move for the championship. It's now on to the final lap of the race. We've got one more opportunity. This is a critical overtake. It means going into Abu Dhabi with a 17-point lead or a 5-point lead over Charles Leclerc into the title decider, but we're far too far back to have a go here. As now we do have a look, Leclerc's got us covered. We're too far back, so it is going to be a title decider under the lights of Abu Dhabi unless we can get him at the inside here. But Charles Leclerc is going to win in Las Vegas. We are going to make it a Ferrari 1-2. We have to settle for second.
From Monaco will win again. Charles Leclerc takes the checkered flag. A great display of dominance today by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
And the top three venturing onto the podium to begin the celebrations. And there can only be one on the top step. Today, his name is Charles Leclerc.
So that's been then your Las Vegas Grand Prix. Leclerc back on top after we beat him in Brazil. We just had no reply to him today. Once that safety car came in and he was back in the DRS, we just couldn't keep him behind. Without the safety car, we had a better chance today. 3 seconds at the road we were. Lando Norris finishes P3, that Oscar Piastri 4th, and Albon finishes P5. That's a good day for him. George Russell, after his spin, recovered to only P16, but it was Carlos Sainz who was the one retirement today. Colapinto was last on the road. This is what it means in terms of the Drivers' World Championship. We will get a title decider under the lights of Abu Dhabi. 5 points the gap. It's essentially winner takes all. Lando Norris though is P3 and now finishes P3 in the championship. Alex Albon is P4. He is still in a fight with Oscar Piastri, who is P5. And then down at the back, there's still 2 drivers still yet to score this season, that being Nico Hulkenberg and Jack Doohan. They've both got one more race to avoid going pointless. In terms of the constructors, we wrapped that up a long time ago back in Mexico. McLaren are nailed on, they finished second. Williams are P3, Apex are P4, and Mercedes are P5. But it's Sauber who is bottom, 5 points off RB. So that's been then your Las Vegas Grand Prix. What a race it was, battling Leclerc for the win on the final lap. Has shades of Monaco, but we came out on top that day. That race sets up a title decider in Abu Dhabi. It is winner takes all. 5 points is the gap. You'll have to come back and find out how this incredible season ends when we go racing in Abu Dhabi. See you then. Goodbye.